Hey, beautiful people. It's Miss Gloria with Our Lifestyle today, and it's 28th. It's Saturday. It's the last Saturday. It's the last Saturday before New Year's. Going out with I woke up. I was actually in a deep sleep, and I was dreaming, and it was a very specific dream. But lately, I've been waking up at 4 a.m. and I do not know why. I get a feeling I'm supposed to be doing something important. If I keep waking up at 4 a.m. like this, I'm gonna start writing a book and a screenplay I'm supposed to be working on, and I probably should go ahead and get started and not procrastinate. This is not the kind of time or world that we should be procrastinating in, people. This just isn't. And the truth is, I don't even know why I do stuff like that. At my time in life, I value my time, but for some reason I put things off that are very important. I think there are deep-seated reasons for this, but I don't want to get into that. That's boring. So anyway, I was dreaming, and I just want to report that back in October when I had the wedding dreams, and when I made the video about, when ever since I was a child, when I dream of weddings, it means someone's going to die. And it happened, guys. The person passed away, and it was my auntie. And my daughter and I went to New York for the homegoing, and it was actually like a reunion. It was a reunion of most of the people I grew up with. It was very powerful because I went there for a homegoing and for a funeral, and wind up participating in a reunion, which I think it shouldn't be surprising. Many funerals are like that, but this was very special because this was a church my father started with their family member, their mom, back in the 50s. Yes, people, the 1950s. And my dad had children. Their mom, their grandma had kids. We all grew up as sisters and brothers in the church. It was a small church. It was actually a Jewish synagogue. It was a Jewish synagogue. And my father and others, they built it like from the inside out and made a place of worship for us back during the day before the churches became so beautiful and modern like they are right now. I have such memories. I have so many powerful memories of my childhood at that church and those times until I still dream about them to this day. I am blah 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 years old and I still dream about them to this day. Deep-seated in my memory, deep-seated in who I actually turned out to be. And it's amazing. Children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, kids, people I've never met because I hadn't been home in over 40 years. I hadn't been home. It was profound. I'll never be the same. But yes, it was a homegoing and my auntie passed away. It was great to see her again. I'm sorry I didn't see her in life, but I did send her it was not a get well card when she was sick, but it was I hope you feel better and hope I hope God helps you carry this as you go through this sickness. She had a chronic illness, and so praise God, God took her. And so anyway, I'll never forget that homegoing. So that's why I came on, basically to say I had a wedding dream back in October. It was more than one person, but this is the one that hit home. Now she's with my dad and with my mom and with all those people that started that little mission back in the 1950s that we all were born and grew up in and made our lives and made us who we are today. And all of us that are the product of that environment, we are all spiritually I don't know, we're all spiritually identical twins. But it's not twins, it's actually, we're spiritually identical entities. We're we're not just similar, we're identical. And the love is still there. We all went and lived separate lives for decades. Came back to see each other and picked up talking. As if we never stopped talking. I'm sure I'll never have relationships like that again. As long as I live. I already know that because these relationships were founded in love and spirit and bonds through our parents and our spiritual experiences at that little church and lots of time, because we spent a lot of time at the church. With the way I grew up, I spent more time at the church than I did at home. But anyway, that's what the death dream was all about. If you go back and listen to my video, The Death Dream, that would be part 1, and this would be part 2, guys. Anyway, once again, it's about 4:30 in the morning, and I'm up. I'm gonna have to definitely start making this time profitable. I mean, that's a lot of hours to be awake. I usually don't wake up too much later, but I'm gonna gain a whole other day. I don't know how I started waking up at 4 a.m. You guys have a wonderful weekend. If you don't hear any more of my videos, it's Friday. Today is the 28th. We got the 29th, 30th, 31, and that's it, guys. 3 more days after this day. And if we're fortunate, we'll make it into another year. 2024 was very pivotal, and it was a year of growth. I'll start that video some other time. Thank you for being my subscribers. Thank you for hanging in here with me. Because I'm a new influencer. I'm very sincere with what I'm doing. I started this channel just for me, basically, hoping that someone else would share, listen to the things I have to say, identify with some of them, and maybe disagree with some, and just share. No one wants to go through the world with their own experience and just be isolated. I mean, I didn't. So I started my channel, and it has been one of the best decisions I've made in a long time. Thank you so much for being my subscriber, and share any video that you find that someone else that it may be applicable to. And have a wonderful evening and a wonderful coming 3 days before the new year. And if you don't ever hear my voice again until the New Year's, have an amazing, awesome, fantastic, and more importantly, safe going out of 2024 and an incoming of 2025. This is Miss Gloria. This is Miss Gloria. This is Gloria with our lifestyle today.